Japan. August 6, 1945. More than 100,000 people died and wounded to one single military weapon. Since then, people have been trying their best to avoid the use of such weapon in any circumstances. Therefore, they decided to bring it onto the chessboard. The rules are very simple. Capture is boom, adjacent pieces die, explode the king to win, pawns don't die to atomic blast, they are cockroaches, kings can touch. And now for the part that everyone loves. The disclaimer. Unlike the other variants, this is not my first atomic game, but the last time I played this thing was from years ago, and it was only a few games until I rage quit. With no experience whatsoever, watch the game at your own risk of getting triggered. Let's go. And chess.com once again wants me to fight an experienced 1700 rated player. Knight f3. Aha. If you really think about it, in normal chess, we only need to defend our king. But in atomic, we also have to defend the peasants next to the king, which means knight g5 and knight e5 are just way too dangerous. Therefore, f6. I actually learned this from the previous time I played atomic, but this is all the theory I have. From now on, it is uncharted territory. e3. Knight c6. Horses should be very strong. Never mind. Knight h6. Let's try his trick against him. e5. Knight g5. Aha. He's threatening knight f7, annoying my king. And if I take his knight, my knight also explodes, and also weaken my king's side. Therefore, knight g4 instead. If he goes knight f7, knight f2 is a capture and will explode his king first, and if he goes f6, knight f2, queen b3 trying to sneak peek at my king, I can go knight d3 which forces king e2 and then knight takes b2. Exploding 4 pieces at the same time. d6. Queen h5 check. g6. Queen h4. e4. This move actually doesn't mean anything. At that point I was just wondering what would happen if I made an en passant in atomic, so my hand just unconsciously pushed my pawn. And now we wait for the French move. Didn't happen. Bishop g4. I'm threatening bishop e2, bishop takes f1, kaboom at his king. Queen f3. Aha. So he decided to sacrifice his woman. But you know what? Bishop h5. Rook takes, pawn takes please. g4. That is also good. Bishop takes g4. This way I can keep my e-pawn, and we can continue to look for a French move. Bishop h6. He wants bishop d7, and even though I think knight e5 is very strong, let's be safe. I'm not a coward. This variant is just too tricky to do careless things. Knight a3. Knight e5. Knight d3 checkmate, let's go. Didn't happen. It's strange that his king seems a lot safer when there is no pawn in front of him. Queen g5 check. Bishop g4. After the game I realized how lucky I am that he didn't explode everything I have. Knight f3 check. King slide, queen check, bishop blocks. And then, I blundered my queen again. You guys don't know this, but he actually played that in like half a second. But then after a few more moves, my opponent ran out of time. Atomic chess, 100% win rate.